Very beginning.
Okay, you ready?
Ready when you are.
Okay,
We have to do the title.
there's a zombie in my treehouse. Words by Ken Plume and John Robinson. Art by Len Peralta. And read to you by Len and Jean Rosenbaum. Now the first page. Life on Cameron Lane was as normal can be. There were normal homes and normal families and normal cars and normal garages with normal trees in all the normal yards. There you go.
In this normal town, Johnny was a perfect normal boy. You'd never guess there was anything particularly special about him, judging by his normal looks and normal demeanor. In fact, he was just a normal boy.
What wasn't normal, however, was the tree in his yard. Well, not the tree, really. It was just a normal tree. It wasn't even the treehouse nestled in its lofty limbs that was normal, too.
On normal days, Johnny would come home after school and play in the treehouse. Some days he'd rescue a princess from the evil dragon that perched menacingly in the topmost heights of the old oak tree. Other days he'd vanquish the dread pirate lord whose flagship just happened to look suspiciously like the shed in Old Man Johnson's yard. Sometimes he even managed to save the Ruby Galaxy from the monstrous Zorgo when his mother didn't make him come in too early.
And there came a day, however, not that long ago, when Johnny found something abnormal in his normal life. It was the day that Johnny discovered
A zombie in his treehouse. How was he supposed to play today or any day, no matter how much he wanted to drive the burly bandits from Gruesome Gulch or defeat the Gray Hand Ninja Clan? With the presence of his undead intruder, it certainly seemed like there was no way he'd ever be able to play in his treehouse again.
But things went from bad to worse when that bully, Billy Davis, from down the street stopped him while he was walking home from school. "What's the matter, Billy?" the bully asked. "Why aren't you playing in your stupid old treehouse?" "I can't go play in my treehouse," Johnny said. "There's a zombie in it." "There's no such thing as a zombie, you ninny," Billy said.
Well, if you think that, you can go tell him. He's right up in the treehouse. I'd bet he'd love to hear he's not real. But I wouldn't do it if I were you. You'd have to be pretty stupid to do that. "You're stupid. I'll go tell your imaginary zombie whatever I want," Billy said with a sneer, then pushed Johnny out of the way. And up the ladder he went.
And Johnny waited. But Billy the bully never came back down again.
Uh-oh. The next day, Johnny's sister interrupted him while he was sitting in the den. He was trying in vain to find something worth watching on television, unable to shake the feeling that the dread pirate Ernie Black was now ruling the oceans in his absence. "What's wrong with you?" his sister asked. "Why aren't you out in your treehouse pretending you're a cowboy or a princess or whatever it is you do out there?"
"I can't go pretend in my treehouse," Johnny said. "There's a zombie in it." "That's silly. There can't be a zombie in your treehouse. Zombies can't climb trees," his sister said. "Everybody knows that."
Well, everybody but this zombie, apparently, because he's up in the treehouse. You're more than welcome to go tell him he can't possibly be up there, but I wouldn't if I were you. "I think I'll go tell him," his sister said, smirking, and up the ladder she went.
And Johnny waited and waited, but his sister never came back down again.
The next day, Johnny's mother came into his room while he was lying in his bed, wondering what he's going to do now that he didn't have a treehouse anymore. Who would save the Queen of the Moon? "What's wrong, Johnny?" his mother asked. "Why aren't you up in your treehouse having an adventure as a secret agent or something?" "I can't go have any more adventures in my treehouse," Johnny said. "There's a zombie in it."
Now, dear, we've talked about this before. Zombies aren't real. They're legends. In reality, they're just people who think they're dead, died, and been brought back from the grave, his mother said. They don't know any better. Perhaps it's just a confused person in your treehouse.
Well, the zombie in my treehouse definitely doesn't know any better because he's real and he's up there right now. It'd be great if someone could unconfuse him so he'd go away, but I wouldn't do that if I were you. "Nonsense, I'll go tell that poor, deluded man right this instant," his mother said, and up the ladder she went.
And Johnny waited and waited and waited, but his mother never came back down again.
The next day, Johnny's father came into the kitchen while Johnny was sitting at the breakfast table building the Great Pyramid out of cookies. "Johnny, why are you moping about in here?" his father asked. "And have you seen your mother and sister?"
Johnny sighed. "I'm in here because I can't go up my treehouse and play. There's a zombie in it, and Mom and Sis went up to go take care of him." His father said. "Well, I hope they remember what it takes. A nice strong blow to the head to stop a zombie. And really, if it's only one zombie, he should be easy enough to deal with. I'm surprised and a little disappointed you weren't able to solve this problem on your own."
"Well, he seemed to be more than I could handle, Dad, because he's still up in the treehouse. Maybe you could show me how to do it so I could have my treehouse back. I'd be sure to take notes so I can handle the next one. But maybe you should get some help just in case."
"Oh, poppycock, son, it's only one zombie. I won't need anyone else. Dad will show you how it's done straight away," his father said as he grabbed a sledgehammer, and up the ladder he went.
And Johnny waited and waited and waited and waited, but his father never came back down again.
Johnny is still waiting for someone who can help him with his zombie problem. Because although it's nice to have the bully gone, and he does miss his mother and father, and his sister, well, mostly, he really, really misses his treehouse.
Okay, well, that's a...
And thus ends the book, A Boy, His Treehouse, and the Undead.
Right.
How about that?
Now I get to come over into the frame with you and say
Okay.
goodbye to everybody.
Okay?
Okay, here. You wanna sit over here?
Oh, I can actually see. That way we can see that I'm actually in the frame with you.
Oh,
Okay?
Ta-da!
oh, neato.
There you go. No, you stay over
No,
there.
I'm just getting
Am
to
I in
the
the frame?
Not yet.
Now you're in the frame.
Now we can wave goodbye to everybody.
Now wave goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Thanks.
This officially concludes the reading of the book.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have fun.
Now, I'm going to surprise you. Because there's something else I want to do on this trip.
Yeah.
There was a long time ago, many, many years ago, I needed to get a computer.
Uh-huh.
And this was long before I had a job to use a computer. But I needed a newer computer than what I had, the Packard Bell.
Okay. I can remember that.
So, I didn't have enough money for it. So I asked you if I could get some money to buy the computer
I remember that.
that I needed, that I was short on it.
Yeah.
And, you should say in the camera, you told me something when you very nicely said, yes, I will give you the money. Because I said, I will pay you back.
Hot ziggity.
And the thing that you said,
Yeah.
and you can confirm this, you said, I appreciate you saying that, but nobody has ever paid me back.
I think that's pretty true.
Is that accurate?
That's pretty accurate, yes. It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea.
This is the
Oh,
$300 that you gave
Really?
me for that
Oh.
computer.
Bless you.
Thank you,
Thank
So
Ken.
now you
What
can't
a-
say that no one paid
what
you
a
back. And it was very
wonderful
important.
thing.
No, I appreciate that,
And we're
Ken.
recording
You
it.
take care.
Love you.
Love you too, buddy.
I love you too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I wouldn't be doing all the things I was doing if I didn't have that nice new computer to
Really?
be able to run things and do things. And go on the internet and do things.
This is my lucky day. I may go to Las Vegas with $300.
Even the dogs are excited.
Yeah,
So now you can't claim that no one pays you back.
that's true.
So
Isn't that
Yes.
that's monumental?
now we can say goodbye again.
Say goodbye.
Bye. This momentous
even-
occasion.
You can count it later just to be sure.
No, I wouldn't dare.
How wonderful.
Lucky
Kenny.
said goodbye too. Did you hear him?
I did.
How wonderful.
That's very nice, Kenny.
Really?
I appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
That.
So
And it's not the money, it's the principle.